morning.
It's so good. So this is a perfect, we've talked about this a lot, and I've never seen the prime example to be able to talk about this. A lot of times on the Wish Bus, when we're talking about mouth openings and apertures.
Mm-hmm.
Musical theater specifically is one where they...
Great day to play. Great day to play.
Great day to play, everybody. Welcome on into the channel.
Yeah.
Whether it's your first time here or you are rejoining us, thank you for being here with us today. You're loved, appreciated, always welcome here in this channel. And you are...
Enough.
Today, we're back with some more Lea Salonga. This was the same girl that we watched just the other day that did the tryout for Miss Saigon, and this is on my own a special performance that she did for Les Mis. There's a lot of people that requested this during the last time, and people requested it during our new via our new Google form.
Gotcha.
That is in the description. So if you're looking to actually request stuff, the way that we actually find things now is through our Google form. So you can go ahead and submit your submissions there. That'll be in the description. But I'm super, super excited to get into this. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow along with our journey. Check out our live stream Saturdays, noon Central Time, at our pop-ups during the week. And you can check out our brand new single, My Light, that's out now on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon, and all the other places that music exists. But without further ado, let's go! Nothing like that.
Again, nowhere to turn, no one to go to. Without a home, without a friend, without a face to say hello to. And now the night is near. Now I can make believe he's here. Sometimes I walk alone at night when everybody else is sleeping. Of him, and then I'm happy with the company I'm keeping. The city goes to bed, and I can live inside my head.
Whoa, dude.
And this is why I stopped pursuing musical theater.
Because people like that exist?
Because, yeah, like we'd go, I mean, like...
people like that exist.
Yes, because I got some scholarships to start going to school and stuff, and that was fine. Like, but it was like when I got scholarships here.
Yeah.
So I was like the best around here.
Sure. Yeah.
But then I went
somewhere else,
and I was Then I'm performing with these. To be fair, that's not why I left. I would have gotten more training and would have been better than I am. But it was because of money. But still, like there were people that like already like you would go, and this is how they like. It's just it's like they're just like a record, and like their voices were meant for live stage. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, you felt like you couldn't compete.
At the end of the day, I thought my voice was nothing.
Yes.
When I hear them sing, then my voice sounds like crap.
The money versus the voice versus the money versus the voice. I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
By the way, that's my tryout for whoever's watching.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
yeah, I got a big booming voice. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. He's good. Let's go.
What's wrong with you?
Everything.
This song is like so like heart wrenching, and we're just like over here making a mockery of ourselves.
I know.
Sorry guys, it's late for us.
And I can live inside my head.
So pristine.
Makes no sense how that can even happen.
On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning.
It's so good. So this is a perfect. We've talked about this a lot, and I've never seen the prime example to be able to talk about this. A lot of times on the Wish Bus, when we're talking about mouth openings and apertures. Musical theater specifically is one where they train you to use different vowel sounds in place of other vowel sounds, so the note comes out more pure.
Right.
And this is a perfect place. Like if you watch her mouth, it's almost like, even though she's like smiling and everything, it's like almost like mechanical.
Right.
Like she knows exactly what she's doing. And I want to show a couple of these moments and go back so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here.
All alone, I walk with him till.
So there. So instead of, because I is a really, like, you don't want to do the im. So instead of I walk with him, it doesn't sound right. So you actually use more of an E sound and then roll into it. I walk with him till morning.
Yeah.
So like it's you use different vowels in place of it, and you don't notice it until you notice it. Right. But it's like when you have something that's doing as perfect. It's like ventriloquism in a way. Yeah. Where like you're using different parts of your mouth and stuff like that to make the noise. Right. You're actually pretty good at ventriloquism. I've seen you do it a couple times. And
yeah,
like,
I do it on stream.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Stream. Noon Central Saturdays.
But it's all about just using different pieces, right? Like different parts of your mouth and stuff like that to make the same type of sound.
Right, and then creating your voice, and so that it's got to be muscle memory at some point, you know. But like you're practicing that. You're not just practicing making sure the notes are coming out. You're practicing different things to make sure that it's crystal clear. Yeah. And her voice sounds like I imagine, and it sounds weird because it's music and it's so beautiful, but like it's so linear the way that she can get the things that she wants out of her voice. Yeah. Like it's like a mastery.
But this is also where, do you remember when you and I started doing music together? I was having a hard time breaking some of those. Especially like on notes like the A's, or where it's like an ah sound, how I use a lot of like the H emphasis, because it's generally because you're coming off of a note and then you're going into it. It's because I was still using a lot of because it's muscle memory, right? Like that's how you were trained, but that doesn't sound good in pop music. Yeah. It doesn't work.
It was one of those weird moments where like in a movie where someone knows how to do something and the other person does, but in a different way. Yeah. It was like a very kind of movie moment where I was like, can you don't stop doing that? You know what I mean? Like, and because you had a great voice. Yeah. So, and that was the hard part about, for me at least, when we started working together, because it's like we didn't really know each other, so I didn't want to offend you, but I knew that I needed you to stop doing that. You know what I mean? Like the H's, that was like one of the ones that it was like like you would kick an H out before the thing happened. Yeah. And Bruce breaking those.
It's just different styles. It's breaking some of the habits that you have, and
that would be the same thing if we had a different company that wrote musicals, and I had to do demos. You'd be like, can you stop?
Formulate your note like you it's the same thing. But this is a perfect example of actually finally pointing it out to you guys after all the times we've spent talking about it. And if you want to see any of those other videos, we have a ton of other videos.
Yeah.
Watch the videos.
And also live.
Anyway.
My own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind.
dude. It like waves of chills. Like it was like Hey, when people growing up, obviously you've probably had this a bunch before, but like people just making fun of you for listening to show tunes.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
You know, like bumping show tunes in the car.
Yeah.
And like because I grew up in the metal scene.
Yeah.
And like I would find something like Evan Hansen or something, and I'd be like, dude, guys, like just chill for a second.
Yeah.
And just listen to this, and like listen to the precision in this, and listen to the songwriting in this, and like there's just certain people that are like explicit things about this, explicit words that I can't say now, so you're stupid. You know what I mean? And like,
you're
soulless.
Yeah.
If you don't get it.
Let's be honest, especially in the area that we live, right? The connotation that I got a lot of times when I was younger, and not that there'd be anything wrong if I was, but that I was gay.
Because
I listened to show tunes or I was doing musical theater.
Right.
Which I always found very ironic because it was like the jock football players that were like slapping each other asses in the locker room.
Yeah.
It's like I was the only straight guy in a field of like 70 generally attractive chicks, right? In the choir scene.
True.
You know, just to point that out. But at the same point that like it was always like that, right? It was always that people were crapping on you or shitting on you, you know, and it's disappointing because here I feel like it's hard enough as a guy growing up just to be interested in music. Like it doesn't even matter almost the kind of music, right? Like even being in like band or being in choir,
right?
Even if you weren't doing something like that, I don't know if it was for you, but for me, like even being in band, I got made fun of.
Oh yeah, of course,
right?
Of course. I was a drummer, so it wasn't that bad, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, you want to do music, you don't want to do this, you know? And it's kind of just like looked down upon in the area that we're in.
Like,
so
no, I don't want to touch a bunch of people in front of a bunch of people,
right?
And get hurt.
But it's just like you're right though that you find those moments and you find those voices, and the cool thing has always been about me in musical theater, and I think probably why I'm so drawn, and maybe why you're so drawn to the Philippines, is like I appreciate true live talent.
Yes.
It's like, don't get me wrong, there's great groups, there's great songs, and it's great, but the things that give me the chills is when I can see that person do it live. Yeah. That is the real thing. When I know that person can perform that song as well live as they can like this. And when you see things like this, it's almost like you do. These are these moments where it's almost like no matter how good of a musician you are, you're still in awe. Yeah. You're still like, oh my God, people like this exist.
It's
right.
It kind of, it's one of those things where you're watching it and you understand because you've been live. So like you understand all the things that are going on in their head. And creating the type of precision that they're doing, but then also that's all going on in her head to make sure that this is right. Yeah. And then her face is saying, "This is the story I'm telling."
Yep.
So there's still an element of feeling behind it, but at the same time, so there's two things going on. Yeah. And that's obviously.
And in most shows, on top of it, in moments like this, there might not be, but you also have dancing that you're adding on top of it. Right. Right. You're also adding in different choreography, movement that's happening during it. Like there's all these other things that are happening during those, and all those moments have to be displayed. Heartfelt moments where there might be a duet, and you're like reaching out, people are touching you. Like all of that stuff has to be so well rehearsed. Right. Any touch, you hit my chest just too hard on a big note. When you're like reaching out for me, and now that you know what I mean? It's a lot of rehearsal when you do the live stuff.
So
and
crazy.
She is so good at it.
Still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he's gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life, I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him.
It's still playing a part.
Yeah.
God.
Crazy. Absolutely nuts.
Okay, this is gonna be weird. I don't know that I've ever said this out loud before. It's like one of those like confessions that we're about to have a moment right now.
You farted?
Are you right? No,
Oh,
no, I
okay.
say that out loud all the time. I don't
Okay.
mind that.
All right, go ahead.
I find myself very attracted to good singers.
Oh.
Like, but like, I don't know. Like, if I would meet a girl back in the day or whatever like that, and like she could just be like moderately attractive to me, right? Like she could just like, okay, yeah, like fine. If she can sing well, immediate to me, like that's
I
like
get that.
that's like a line to my heart. Like I don't know what it is. It's like people that have like really attractive eyes, like that, you know, like there might be like a feature, right? Like
Yeah.
a good smile, eyes, like there's things that you're really attracted to. For me, if a girl can sing really, really well, it's just like, I don't know what but it hits in a different spot. Like it's just like it like hits on like the love parts of you versus like the lust parts of you.
Yeah.
I
it's
guess if that
different.
makes
It's
sense.
different.
Like it's just like
that's how I met my old lady. She was performing,
yeah.
and I was like, we should hang out sometime.
Yeah.
You know, just because she was such a passionate performer, I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know, man. There's just something about it, and like there during performances like this, it's just like,
You're like,
dude,
can we-
yeah. I love you. I love
Right,
you.
right.
I love you.
And
It's so compelling. It's
It
so
is.
compelling.
And at the same time, the worst part about the only bad part about music, actually, it might be, it probably is that what can come out of somebody isn't necessarily who they are.
Right.
Like you
Right.
could sing a beautiful song about something very beautiful and very moving, and you
could
could
be
get
an
off
awful
stage
person.
and be like, oh, God, I hate that song so much. I can't believe I'm still here doing this. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, it's one of those things where you can watch somebody and fall in love with the craft. And then, but you don't really know who they are.
I fell into a really, really bad relationship in high school because of that.
Yeah.
Because I literally fell for somebody because of their singing and acting ability, and we wound up together because of that. And it was an awful, awful experience because, she was not the person that I had come to know. A lot of it was hidden, though. Like, it wasn't, like, obvious right away.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes you also get lost in the people and their voice and, you know, they're siren-esque.
Yeah, she's like, I'm amazing. I'm very sensitive. And also, I'll listen when you talk to me. And I care about your feelings.
But if
And
your
then-
cat's out in front of my car, I'm going to run it over.
Oh, Lord.
That didn't actually
Lord
happen.
have mercy. Oh,
That didn't actually happen. But, like, that's kind of
right,
how
right.
she was. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
We're not saying that, oh, geez, we're still alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, just to let you guys know, we coming soon, we're going to have a podcast, right?
Yeah.
And we are going to hopefully maybe moments like this,
Yeah. We'll
like
re-explore
won't
them.
make them.
We'll re-explore them and put them on the podcast. Hey, remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Let's extrapolate on that instead
Yeah.
of doing it on here. But either way, people seem to like I see a lot of comments now like, oh my God, this is more like a podcast than anything else. And we like that people like that.
Yeah,
You know, that
yeah.
we,
Because we can't stop.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
sorry. We're sorry.
Anyway,
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave your comments down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you already haven't. Also, check out our brand new single, My Light, that's out now on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. And we need to give you a secret code.
grapes.
I'm gonna do flag. I'm thinking of like the flag that they wave in Les Mis. Yeah.
Yep.
Flag. Grapes flag. If nobody told you that they love you today, please don't forget that we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last but certainly not least,
It was a great day to play.
thanks guys. We will see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm coming